What up, world? What up, me? This is Drewize. Come at like this evening. Drewize Topics. Topic is my thoughts on the Zika virus. Yes. It's always something that comes up. You know what I'm saying? In today's world, today's life, in this modern time, the 21st century, it's always something coming up. You know what I'm saying? Something always emerge in a negative way. You know, threaten way. Threaten. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Zika virus epidemic. You know, come. Now, years before, you know what I'm saying, I never heard of a Zika virus. I never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? I got bit by mosquitoes. I never got no Zika virus illness. You know, now all of a sudden you get bit by this mosquito that is carrying this virus and it lands on someone, you know, and bites them, you know, suck their blood and leaves behind something, you know, either as bacteria or germs or some type of virus. It leaves something when it depart from you, detached from you and stuff, and you go to scratch at it, it's something deadly. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. Back in them days, you know, in the 80s, AIDS came about. Now, you know, Ebola, you know, now a Zika, you know what I'm saying? It's always something, you know what I'm saying? But I ask you the question. When you are out in early broad daylight from 8 a.m. to 2 in the afternoon, have you ever got bit by a mosquito in early broad daylight, lunchtime, and stuff like that? Have you got bit by a mosquito? I never got bit by a mosquito, and I don't know anybody else or anybody I know of that got bit by a mosquito in early broad daylight. I haven't, you know. True enough, I may hear someone say, I got stung by a bee, you know, early in the day, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out cutting down branches for this job I work, you know what I'm saying, using this saw as a tool to cut down these branches, you know, in whatever, and I get stung by a bee because it aggravates the bee and the nest and stuff like that from that saw, that tool that gives off vibration and sounds and stuff that the bee doesn't agree with, you know. I hear that, you know, or someone doing landscaping, you know, or construction, or some idiot is playing around with the bee's nest to get stung, you know what I'm saying. But I never ever heard, you know what I'm saying, and I never got stung by a mosquito out in broad daylight. Early in the day. No. When someone gets bit by a mosquito, and when I get bit by a mosquito, that happens in later in the day when the sun comes down, you know what I'm saying, and I think about it, these mosquitoes must get active and think about like it's time to eat, it's time to search for who and whatever, a buffet time, you know. Sure enough, people be on their porch at nighttime, listen to music and conversating and stuff, you know what I'm saying, having a gathering in their backyard, sometimes, you know, doing whatever, kids running around in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, I just think about it. And I also thought about maybe a Zika was a experiment, you know what I'm saying, in the lab to design and engineer to destroy certain people on the face of the earth. That is, people that is non-white. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it came from the lab and the scientists was experimented and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And they were testing the mosquitoes in their lab, injecting them with this, injecting them with that, you know. And they unleashed the mosquitoes that has a deadly outcome, you know, which it has a virus and chemicals and stuff like that in it that is really to design to kill, you know. Maybe it came from the lab, you know what I'm saying, to kill people that is non-white, you know what I'm saying, that has white skin, bald straight hair, blue eyes, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, maybe. I mean, it's always something else coming up, emerging and coming forth that they broadcast that on TV. You know what I'm saying? Fox News and stuff like that. CNN and stuff like that. NBC, MS, whatever, that network. Them networks, you know what I'm saying? They broadcast that, oh, we just discovered that an epidemic called Zika is, you know, touched down on this land called the United States. Now, they were saying a Zika came from the foreign countries. Now it's over here. You know what I'm saying? See, you know, this is crazy. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? Back in them days, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s, the AIDS thing came out. Speed Time 4, Ebola, you know what I'm saying? Now it's the Zika virus. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? What is going on? You know? Back in them days when you get bit by a mosquito, you didn't get diagnosed with no Zika. You know what I'm saying? People just get bit by a mosquito and then put some rubber alcohol on it or, you know what I'm saying, to clean it and go on about their business. They never got sick, and some pregnant woman, you know what I'm saying, that got bit by a mosquito never been diagnosed with Zika. And when she had the baby, gives birth to the child comes out deformed. The baby's head come out looking terrible and looking deformed. You know what I'm saying? So where's all this coming from? Where's all this been? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this is just thought. This is just thought. You know what I'm saying? This all is thought. And maybe you should look at that yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. All this is coming up. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it. The world today, 2016, things are coming and reaching surface that is negative and that is designed to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Hurt people. Zika is hurting people. It's, you know, I don't know if it causes like you get sick with a cold or flu or what. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know. You know, but you got to think about it. Why is there so much of this stuff surfacing? You know, surfacing. These virus and disease and stuff like that. And you know, these are terrible times. You know what I'm saying? Terrible times. These are not peaceful times, and these are not humble times, and these are not harmony, serenity times. No, it's not. These times that we live in today, you know what I'm saying, are hard times, you know what I'm saying, and terrible times. You know what I'm saying? These are the times of revelations. You know what I'm saying? So it's always something comes up in life. It's always something. You know? We went from Ebola. Now we down to Zika. Come on. You know what I'm saying? People getting bit by mosquitoes. You know? And some of them is fortunate enough not to get diagnosed with a Zika, you know what I'm saying? Now they saying women that get bit by mosquitoes are diagnosed with a Zika virus, and they carrying a child, and that child comes out deformed and terrible. You know what I'm saying? Terrible looking, not looking right. You know what I'm saying? Not looking acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Now back in them days, if a baby was looking like that, a baby was looking deformed, you know what I'm saying? Not looking right, some parents, you know what I'm saying, of the baby would leave that child on the street or leave it in the wilderness and don't look back and say, and let some wild animal kill that baby. You know what I'm saying? When that wild animal come across that baby, you know, for real, forsake that baby because it's deformed, you know? So, all honesty, women should not spend so much time laying around with these dudes and getting pregnant if you know this is happening, this is displaying to us, you know what I'm saying, this negative life-threatening thing that is surfaced. Why even think about having children? You know what I'm saying? Why even think about becoming pregnant? Why even think about letting some man get on top of you without no condom? Why even think about it? You know what I'm saying? Look what you see in the world today. Look on that TV what they broadcast. You know what I'm saying? What they broadcast. They're talking about the main topic and try to put more information and warn people about the Zika virus and women coming up pregnant and they give birth to deformed babies because of Zika virus. You know? So I don't see that, you know, death has surfaced in today's world. Death is surfaced. You know, the power of darkness is ruling. You know what I'm saying? Death is ruling. You know what I'm saying? So these are the times of hardship. You know what I'm saying? Hard times. You know? These are not good times. Because every single time you turn on the TV, you flip through the news, something else emerged. Something else is going on in the world. Some type of viruses and diseases going around. Plagues is going around. You know? I mean, just look at that woman. Just look at that, you young girls out there. Why even think about becoming pregnant, you know what I'm saying, and things like that? You could avoid that by telling some man that you spend most of your time with, you know what I'm saying, telling him, get a condom, you know what I'm saying, put it on. If you don't put it on, we ain't going no further. You ain't getting no action. You ain't getting no vajayjay. You know what I'm saying? But no, you women are doing this. If you don't have a condom or not, we still proceed on. You know? And so when you become pregnant, you become pregnant and you get bit by these mosquitoes and you've been diagnosed with the Zika virus and your child come out deformed and terrible. You know? Terrible looking. You know? See? I mean, every day, something always comes up. Something always comes up. You know what I'm saying? Always. You know, these are hard times. Terrible times. Revelation days. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it. You know? But America is not going to look at that at all. America is not going to announce the wrongdoing that she has done, you know what I'm saying, and not going to repent. If America will repent and turn away from the wicked deeds, maybe God will decide to come down here and bless this land and say, I will do away with Ebola. I will do away with Zika if we just turn around and repent. But America is not going to do it. So that's that. This is all just thoughts. This is all just a thought, what I think. You know what I'm saying? What I think. Drewize Topics. I am Drewize. You know what I'm saying? You can post a comment about what I just said if you like to. Your thoughts, honesty. Like, share, subscribe. You know? Peace.